Welcome back, gamers. You may notice that there is no sound to this video game, and that is my fault. When I switched microphones, I played around with the settings a little bit, and I goofed it up. I accidentally muted the audio. So the next two episodes, I didn't realize that, so we're going to have to do without any game audio. Unfortunately, there is a pretty important cutscene in this game, or in this episode, that it would have been good if you could hear it. It has a reveal, at least I assume it's a reveal. I honestly haven't been paying attention that much to the story, but it plays out like a reveal. I assume it's a reveal. You've probably figured it out, but I will tell you what happened, what a character says, because for some reason, as I mentioned earlier, Capcom only decided that bosses get subtitles. With that all said, we're facing this dude again, and that is unfortunate because I had a lot of difficulty with him the first time, but fortunate in the fact that I'm now better at this game, presumably, and won't die as much, if at all. At least I know the strategy this time. There are no pillars this time, but that actually might be a good thing because it means we're not going to run into and get stuck on one of them. It also means that the camera, I think, behaves a bit better in this arena. As you can see, it kind of pans with you. It did a kind of nasty cut there, but for the most part, it's not as bad, I found. The boss still does pretty much the same attacks. I think he's added one more to his arsenal, if uh, if I remember correctly. Basically, you want to be able to hit him in his face when he's the spider, and hit him in his back when he's the scorpion. He'll shoot beams of lightning at you, or fire, I guess, light beams. And sometimes he'll make them come from the ground, and sometimes he'll just whack you. Now, I died there, but I did pretty well, considering it was the first time I'd fought him in a while. And for the first round, that's not too bad. I actually decided, you know what? Let's just do the try again. I'll just keep the recording running, and I won't edit anything out, and we'll see if I can beat him this time. Luckily, this level puts you right back before you fight him. You don't have to do that whole trial thing again, which was kind of a pain the last time. It's a lot easier this time. Now, maybe I've just gotten better at this game. I've learned a little bit about how to play it, and I'm having more fun as a result. I think early on, it's kind of challenging. See, this I think is the new move. I don't think he had the rain down from below move before. If he did, he didn't use it. What I'm guessing is he didn't because we were in an enclosed environment. He couldn't have that rain down from the sky when the sky was covered. Is what I'm guessing happened, or why he's allowed to use it now. Or maybe it's just something that the devs threw in to up the challenge this time, I guess. I'm actually doing really well this round, considering I've got him down like a fifth of his health and haven't even taken any damage yet. No, there we go, finally. But I remembered that I can press the L1 button and go into Super Saiyan mode. And I'm just whacking away. And it doesn't actually seem that hard. I wonder if I were to go back and replay that first boss fight, if I would do better. I get the feeling that I would. I don't think it would take me dozens of times. Anyway, at this point, I'm just damage boosting because I'm like, you know what? I can beat him in the time that before he's gonna kill me, and I did. So that was a two fight boss this time instead of I don't know what was it last time, 8 or 9, maybe more. I didn't cut out any. I left every single death in either the original video or the death compilation, so someone can go back and count those if they really want to. Anyway, he's gonna talk here. He's gonna be like, "You're not just an ordinary human." And no, of course not. I've mentioned this before that Dante is some sort of demon spirity dude. And as the spider dude hallucinates his death, he sees that boss we fought before, who is Sparta, it turns out. I was right. Go me. I'm paying attention. No, we're not Sparta. He hallucinates that. Dante goes, no, I'm not. I'm actually his son. Dun, 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 dun. And then he dies. So we find out that Dante is Sparta's son, so we're going to kill our dad is the objective here, which is kind of dark, I guess. And then we go down, and guess who we see? It's that woman from the start of the game. It's Trish. Basically, she goes, "Wow, he's pretty cool, huh?" And that's it. I actually thought she'd like gotten way ahead of us, but she's lower down in the castle, so that's something, I guess. So I decided to look around here, see if there's any, hidden gamer stuff. There isn't. I just wasted your time a little bit, and my time, but that's okay. I was really hoping this level would come to an end here. We got a trident. It's still not over though. Usually these boss fight ones, they're like, well, that's it, right? It was not it. So I see that there's a blue orb up there, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna try to get that. I'm a gamer. I can totally make that jump. And then it turns out it was hard enough to get on that pedestal, and then I couldn't make the jump. So we're just gonna have to leave that there. Someone smarter than me is gonna find it, but that's okay. It's heavily rusted. Strong downward force. Well, maybe let's slash it then. That's probably how you do that. And we do that. That is not the most difficult puzzle in the world, but hey, you know what? Whatever floats your boat game. It's not a puzzle game. It does have its share of puzzles, I suppose, but that's not where it shines, I don't think. I think people are playing this game mostly for the combat. At least I'm playing it mostly. Actually, I'm not playing it for the combat. I'm just playing it to play it. I'm playing it to get out of the backlog, man. I've owned this game for at least half a decade, if not longer than that. I've owned all the first four since like a year after the fourth one came out, and I just never actually got around to playing them. I am just kind of bad at, going through my old games and actually playing them. All right, so we have to use that trident we just got, which, what does that do? It raises up a gate. That's cool. I'm okay with raising gates, but they close that gate. Okay, fine. Turns out that's the gate from below. It's that gate we tried to open way earlier on and couldn't because it's too heavy for Dante because he's a weakling. So let's go down there. It does look like that gate is going back down though, which is unfortunate because I got a little lost in this area we hadn't been to in a little bit. And by the time I got down here, it was pretty much closed. So what we need to do is we need to run back and we need to sprint down here. We need to ignore everyone. Let's get that first though. Didn't know that was there. That's actually really helpful because we just actually increased our max health and got a full heal out of it. That's pretty good. Anyway, so we need to go back up there, sprint down here, and get under the gate before it closes. I presume that you're not supposed to know that initially. Like, I'm pretty sure they want you to do 2 cycles of this because the first time you're playing this, you're not gonna know. How are you supposed to know that? You're you're not, I don't think. So I finally learned how to do that move. That's the first time I've done that in this game. That little multiple stab fencing type maneuver. Luckily, the trident didn't disappear. It's just right here. We can just reuse it and make a run for it. We're going to ignore the enemy this time. We're going to go the right side, or correct side. It's the left, but whatever. The camera's going to make us turn the wrong way because the camera hates us. But we're going to go through the door, and hopefully we're going to make it under that gate. We do indeed. And that leads us to a big door. And that's the end of the mission. Mission's not the hardest. Did have to kill that boss again, but hopefully that's the last time we've seen him. We saw him 4 times in this game so far. And I got a C. You know what? That's better than getting a D. I've been getting lots of Ds so far.